The 2019 Perodua Aruz has a serious problem, and it's the reason why it's not leaving the showrooms. Hey guys, it's Ayman Abdullah. Thanks for tuning in to today's update, or today's news update rather. Now, we're going to talk about the Perodua Aruz again because it's important, trust me. So the Perodua Aruz is one of the most hotly anticipated new cars to be launched this year in the sub 100,000 ringgit category. Now we know that the Aruz is incredibly popular, as evidenced by the number of you who tuned in to our update that went live just seconds after the veil was lifted on the new SUV. Now, the Aruz, as we said, is hotly anticipated. A lot of you are very interested in the car, and quite a number of you have put down bookings for it, in fact. It's not in Perodua's nature to talk about booking numbers, unlike some of their competitors, but it's a car that has everybody really, really excited. But there is a slight problem. Have you seen any on the road? I bet you haven't, and there's a very good reason for that. The Aruz, its prices at least, at 72,900 and 77,900 ringgit respectively. Now those prices were merely estimates. We stress this in the video, and we stress this in all of our updates, that the prices for the Aruz are merely estimations. The reason why they're not solid prices is due to a lack of approval from the government. Now in Malaysia, new car prices are set by a panel, an advisory panel of sorts, which is comprised of various different people from various different government agencies and ministries, and they all have to okay one selling price. So that means a multi-level approval. It takes quite a lot of time. It's quite a difficult process. And in fact, this process is the main reason why we've had quite a number of delays into the Malaysian market. The Toyota Camry and Vios, for example, still not on sale, even though they've been shown in full. The Honda HR-V, which went on sale the day after the Aruz was launched, because it only then got its pricing approval. And the Aruz is merely the latest casualty in this system. In fact, the pricing system in Malaysia, the pricing mechanism in Malaysia has even been talked about by MAA, with its president, Dato' Aisyah Ahmad, saying that there is no plans on the horizon to change the way Malaysia sets the prices for new cars, which means that delays are inevitable, I guess. The reason for that, aside from backlog, is because of the change in government. It's normal to have a little bit of delay, but it seems that there are other things going on that we're not entirely sure about. All we know is that the pricing for the car is currently stuck in the approval process, and that's why Perodua can't sell these cars yet. Now, quite a number of you have kind of been a bit vocal about Toyota, about Honda, and now about Perodua, about the fact that they launched a car but aren't actually selling it yet. And I'm here to tell you that it's not the manufacturer's fault. I assure you that any manufacturer would want to get the cars to you as quickly as possible and for the best price as possible. Unfortunately, some things are simply out of their control. We were actually supposed to be testing the Aruz by now. Honestly, I was really hoping that by now I'd be able to update you guys with a full review of the car, which Perodua was very kind in giving us a tentative date to work around. Unfortunately, because Perodua can't register the cars as a result of them not being priced and therefore not being able to be insured, we can't test it yet. In fact, no one has been able to test it yet. So far, there have only been walk-around reviews or static reviews of the cars. I have, however, been very lucky to have driven the Perodua Aruz during a media preview that was held at the Perodua facility in Serinda, and so I'll be documenting some of the experience that I had while I was there. They took away our phones, they took away our cameras, they took away our watches even, in order to prevent any leaks about the car prior to when the car itself was ready. So I'll be able to talk to you like this about the Aruz. I know that's not going to make for very captivating content, but that's about as much as I can do right now. Or maybe if I can find a dealership that's willing to help, I can muck about in one of their cars and pretend like we're driving, and I'll use my mediocre editing skills to make it look like the car's on the road. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thank you guys again for our wonderful subscriber numbers. They're healthier than ever before. We are very, very grateful for your patronage. If you guys subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and so on. You can also find me on my private or my personal Twitter at Ayman I Abdullah. we will be scheduling giveaways very, very soon. We have lots and lots of merchandise that we cannot wait to give away because we think you guys deserve it more than we do. We wouldn't be here without you guys, and so we need to say thanks. So we've got lots of stuff we want to give you, and we'll be doing that very, very soon, I promise. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon.